What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the drone show. Got a good one for you today, at least I hope so anyway. Got some little goodies that I got from Japan. Two different packages arrived today and yesterday. A couple of them were knives, and the others were some stuff from ALTWAYS. They sent me their So-Issou line, I believe is how you pronounce that. So let me go ahead and show you. This is one of them here. And if you look how that's pronounced or spelled, it's Soissou. This is a larger stone than their Fukami line. So if I bring it up against this here, I'll show you. You can see here there's a difference between the two. This is a little bit wider. This is a little bit, not a whole lot thicker, but somewhat thicker, and it's longer. There's also a difference in the process that it's made. So these are made with a resinoid process, where the others are vitrified. So it's a ceramic vitrified bond. Now these they don't like perform worse or maybe even better. I don't know. I haven't tried them yet, but they definitely are not like in a worse performance kind of thing. These are just a different type of stone. So this is going to be more kind of like your Arashiyama 1000, for example. The Arashiyamas are resinoid stones, a resin binder. These come in 2000, 4000, 6000, and 8000 grit. We're going to go ahead and run the 2000 grit today. I'm excited to check those out. They also sent me their fixer stone. I didn't even know they had this, right? So we got this guy here. And when I opened the package, the first thing that popped out was this. It's their 80 grit carborundum, which is, it's just their SIC powder. I was like, what? And I got to thinking, wait a minute, maybe it's like that one that's an iron plate, you know, that you put some of that on there with water, and then it's got the groove so that it kind of, you know, disperses the grit and stuff, but it wasn't. It was this guy, which is really cool. And the instructions in here, the pictures show soaking this, getting it wet, then taking the powder and sprinkling it on this stone, and then flattening. So I'm assuming they work together. If any of you have ever used one of these type of stones before that are shaped like this, look like this, you know as well as I do, these things glaze up fairly quickly whenever you're flattening a stone, and therefore their cutting speed gets cut down, no pun intended, and they just work slower. Then you have to flatten or prep these, and then get back to flattening your stone, depending on, you know, the quality, etc. I believe doing this method, you don't have to do that. So I'm excited to try that out. I'm not going to do that today, obviously, but we'll do that in a near future video here. Oops, crinkled up my instructions in there. Now, we've got a star of the show, but I got a couple little stars here, so to speak. So we've got from a company called Knife Japan. Let me cover this stuff up, but that's them right there, Knife Japan. You should be able to see there, it's knifejapan.com. They are located in Japan. Very, very cool people. They got a story about them on the website. Believe Mike is he's American, if I remember how I read it correctly. I don't always retain everything I read right away the first time, and I apologize for that, especially if I'm doing other research. And if I get this wrong, Mike, and you see this, I'm sorry. But he met his wife, and they moved out to Japan, right? He sells knives on the site, other tools and stuff, and they are absolutely some of the best prices I've ever seen. They ship worldwide, free. I think it doesn't matter where you are. And to give you an example, my package was shipped Sunday. I received it Tuesday. I bought something that was in California like a week ago, and it still won't be here for 2 more days. Like, come on now. But anyway, that's the difference between DHL and USPS, by the way. So, but here is one of my first ones and it's an absolute favorite. I've always wanted a petty, but petties to me have always been really expensive for what they are. I'm not paying $200 for a petty because I can just use one of these cheaper ones that I get, like the inexpensive ones that I get, you know, I tell you guys about, right? And that's $9. Works fine for what I need, which is not much. I do want to do other things with a petty, but I don't. This, totally worth it. You won't believe the price either. Number one, I'm going to tell you, this is Aogami 2 steel. It's 115 millimeters. It's called the Kitchen Mini. And let me read it to you here real quick. The name brand of that is Okahide Hamono. That's Okahide. It is $69. I mean, let's just take a pause here and pour one out for all the other soldiers out there, right? You know what I'm saying? That's really, really reasonable. A handmade, hand-forged Aogami 2, essentially a petty, 69 bucks. We also got this bad boy right here. This is a 180 millimeter Nakiri. It has beautiful kanji that has been burned into the handle wood. It is coated in varnish, which a lot of them do that anyway. But it is a karoshi finish. Also, Aogami 2 came out of the package really, really sharp, like paper towel sharp. But it needs a little refinement. No big deal. I mean, a lot of things need a little refinement. More of a just kind of a taking the no pun intended, taking the edge off. Just kind of evening up the edge or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do today. $90. Shipped to your door. I mean, come on, people. I got one more to show you, but it will not be sharpened today. We will sharpen it in another video, but I can't not show you. It is this guy. It did not come from Knife Japan. Came from Chef Knives to Go. Look at that. That is a HAP 40 210 millimeter Gyoto with a gray pack of wood with black pack of wood ferrule handle. Again, HAP 40 steel, 67 HRC. 67. I thought those other two were hard where they're at. Those guys are coming in at 63, 64. 67. 67. Anyway, look at this. Look at these lines here. So you'll see the edge. It looks like a hamon. Look at that. You can kind of see it. It's kind of really bright over here. Maybe it'll show up better actually on the edited video than it will while I'm looking at it in my preview screen down here. Such a beautiful, beautiful knife. Let me show you something here. One of the reasons why I'm not going to sharpen it today, but I will, because I want to put my own edge on it. But listen. That thing done be scary, yo. Let's go ahead and just go a little push. I'm scared. I'll be scared of that. So, like I said, HAP 40 is a little harder to sharpen. It's not as hard to sharpen. It was designed to be a great edge retention, but be easier to sharpen than some of the other higher hardness steels with more carbides and all that in it. But I don't know. So I want to dedicate a video to this. Right now, I want to do a demonstration of these So-Issou, or however you say it, ALTSTONEs, and give these guys a quick little tune-up. So I'm going to start with this one, the Okahide. Oh, I didn't give you the name of that, did I? Nakiri. Just give me 2 seconds here. That is a Yashima Nogu Kogyo Nakiri-bocho. I'm going to have to post that on the comments there so that you guys can see that. So this will be my first time using this. I did put water on it to make sure it was a splash and go, which they did tell me. So again, these are resinoid stones, not vitrified bond like the Fukamis or the Rins. It is resin, so again, it's like the Arashiyama, the 1K, etc. They're resin bonded stones, resin bonded, sorry, resinoid stones. So let's listen to this. This will be my first time. I'm gonna have my first time with you guys. Let's listen. This knife, man, I love it so much. Huh. I'm gonna tell you right away. If any of you have used the Arashiyama 1000 stone, this feels exactly like that does. Feedback is excellent. The feel itself, the way that it's grinding, amazing. And again, it feels familiar. It feels like I'm using an Arashiyama. So that is very super sweet. Yeah, like I said, feedback's great. You heard it. It's not overly noisy, but you know it's getting to work there. It's getting down and dirty. Wow, what a great stone. I didn't know what to expect. Being a 2000 grit, let me see here again. Let's see. Oop. So being a 2K, it's got that 2K kind of a, feels like a setup to the next level, you know, if you know what I mean. But it feels very similar to the 1000. So I wonder if it's kind of more leaning towards a little bit higher than 1500. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that it feels kind of like my Rockstar slash Shapton Glass 2000 in that regard. So slightly harder. It does not feel like the Kuramaku 2000. A little bit on the tip here needs attention. Got this little thing right here. I don't know what that is. Let me take my roost eraser. It's not loaded up or anything. I just want to see what that is on the stone. I don't know if it's from maybe the manufacture process. It just feels like a little speed bump, you know? Let's see if I can smooth that out. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I mean, if I have to, I'll just run the Toma over it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, we got a burr, 2000, and we got a good burr. It feels pretty even. I'm gonna hit this little back spot a little bit. I did take this handle yesterday, and I used some of my Drone Shots knife wax. Get it today at Etsy.com. But yeah, I did use my knife wax that I make, and I sealed it up. Very, very light. This thing is, I mean, it's little, so it's going to be light, but this thing is, I mean, it's super awesome. Man, what is that? Hear that? Let me take my, let me grab my Atoma real quick. Takes 2 shakes. Do. Mm-hmm. That'll schmoove her out, won't it? I mean, that kind of stuff happens sometimes, you know? Boy, that wanted to stick, which is good. That means it's super flat, I can tell you. I checked them. I did do that. I checked it before I put it down here. This thing didn't need flattening because it was flat across the board. There, that's gone now. Like I said, there's just a little bump. I don't know what that bump was, so I'm going to set this over here, rinse this off real quick. I'm neurotic about that, guys, so you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, so in comparing that to the 2000 Kuramaku, definitely not. The Kuramaku kind of feels a little glassier, I would say. And not glassy like hard and glassy, but glassy like, I like glass. This is like the Arashiyama, which is kind of a rough ceramic, if I had to give it like a definition, right? So let's see if it has any different sound now. Nope. About the same. Exact same feel. Just not that little speed bump thing. It's a little bitty thing right there, and it almost looks like a piece of steel. Like I pulled a hunk of the Gurochi finish off of this. So I'm going to switch to the other side now, because I've got a good enough burr. I just wanted to go over it again on that side. Let's go ahead and get her going. Oh, don't forget, guys, I got the giveaway drawing next week on Wednesday, week from today. I know Nibbed in the Bud got his giveaway prize, as did Bird Dog got his, and they're thoroughly enjoying their ALTSTONEs. Glad you guys are liking them. And I know Rick, he's enjoying his. Come on, baby. Remember, there will be a bonus video this week too. I'll probably put it up tomorrow. I got to do some editing on it. It was me repairing. I keep saying repairing. Repairing is not the word I'm looking for. Reviving or sprucing up a straight razor for Elmdahl Designs. Good people on Etsy. Definitely check them out if you get a chance. Lots of cool stuff, knives and all kinds of fun stuff. If you need beeswax, they're the place to get it. That is the best smelling stuff. Those of you that have my knife wax, that's good. That's where it comes from. All the knife wax I've sent out recently has come from buying their beeswax and using it in my recipes. Okay. All right. Also, that Knife Japan, just so you guys know, Mike, site owner operator, he will help you with any decision or any questions you have. I asked him about some different measurements on some of the ones I was looking at, and he took the time and sent me like a diagrammed out picture of the knife and gave some measurements and stuff that he had taken. I don't know if he took them beforehand and other people had asked or whatever, but regardless, he took the time to do that. And I really appreciate that. It's a nice personal touch. All right, so we're going to deburr here. So smooth. Man, I love this thing. It's a little bitty knife, I tell you. Just glides right across this stone. All right, there's 5 strokages. Now let's do some strop strokes. Actually, I don't even think I need to do that, to be honest. I'm anxious to get to that Nakiri. Yeah, this is an awesome little knife. I believe I'm going to use this thing probably more than anything. All right, let's go ahead and give her a test. I'm going to look at it real quick with the old Carson microscope here. Make sure we don't look silly. What a good looking edge too, yeah. Super awesome. Man, it's going to be awesome refining that thing too. I'm going to look at the tip just for a second. I want to see how it feels. We're not going to strop first. Let me grab this piece of paper. All right, let's see what we get. Now let's, I need to make sure it's dry. I don't need any excuses. I got enough of those. Just ask my wife. Hopefully you guys have had a good work week so far. It's only Wednesday, right? And a good weekend. I saw you all on, what, Sunday? Here we go. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Holy smokages. That is super quiet. All right, here we go. Oops, that was on me. It's a little rough, and that could be a burr, right? That is a burr. So we do the normal stuff. Let me grab my Hutsul's strop here, buffalo leather. There is no compound on this side. This is, well, there used to be green compound. I let it kind of mostly wear itself off and then scrape the rest out like some time ago. So I just used the rough side to kind of knock off any burr remaining stuff. And the other side has the Richmond 1 micron diamond spray on it. The other one I got over there has got 0.25, so. Okay. We'll go ahead and stuff. Tell you what, that Richmond diamond spray is some of the best stuff. I say that, and I don't want people to think that I am dogging on any of the others like Gunny Juice or stroppy stuff, right? But if you ask me, as long as it's done right, diamond spray is diamond spray. And if I can get, he uses 10 carats of whatever it is. If I can get 10 carats of diamonds, whatever the micron rating is, and a 2-ounce, spray bottle for 16 bucks versus what, 35, 40 bucks, I'm going the 16 bucks every single time. Nothing against it. I mean, I also bought Genda, right? Genda is super expensive. So it is what it is, but all right, here we go. Good Lord, maybe we don't go, huh? Yeah, it was tearing, so. Yeah, it's doing it. Is it any quieter after stripping? Stropping? Oh my goodness. That's straight tip too, I tell you. Like, it's just barely cutting it with the tip there. If I get over here and kind of get that out of the way, let's go ahead and bring it up here and see. What an amazing little knife that is. How much time we going here? We're at 24 minutes. Well, let's see. Let me clean the stone real quick. I'm going to pause it, clean the stone, and then we'll go real quick on this Nakiri. See how quick I can knock this out. So give me just a few minutes, guys. All right, now we're back. Got this stone cleaned up here. Go ahead and bring it back down. We're gonna get on the Nakiri. Nakiri. Remember I talked about this thing looked like metal in there, right? Well, I realized that's the same thing that the Arashiyama has, which I believe might be due to the resinoid process. Anyway, it's just these little flakes of dark material. I don't know what it is. But here we go with this beautiful big Nakiri, however you want to say it. Let's get her done. See if we can knock it out quick here. Find our edge. Nice and thin. I know Alpha Rebo, he likes knockeries too. Just like me. Man, I love them. Look at that. This thing is eating some metal. How about a burr? Oh my goodness. That burr is intense already. Wow, okay. I'm gonna need one more pass. Wow, that's insanity. It's crazy what happens when you break a stone end too, you know what? Got a little sharp edge here. I'm gonna get rid of that. These little plates from Amazon are excellent for that. These little, whatever they are. I mean, they work too. Little diamond plates. They work for doing some reprofiling. But they're really good at doing that too. Knocking down a sharp corner. Oh yeah. I try not to unnecessarily grind down my stones. I've actually seen them get lopsided if they're not done right, you know. And it's easy to do if you overlook something or whatever. But I don't like to grind away very much stone if I don't have to. I mean, to each their own, obviously. If that's something you like doing, that's cool too. But for me, I like to not until it's absolutely necessary do I like to flatten or run off material. In that instance, I needed to, because those sharp corners will get you. Get your knife anyway. Don't want to be counterproductive. Oh, if anyone's looking for any stones and they're looking to spend a decent amount of money, online right now, MTC Kitchen is running a 20% off clearance on their entire stock. So every stone they have on there that I've seen anyway is 20% off. So you have to spend $100 to get free shipping, and then that would be worth it. But I can tell you right now, if you order like 1 stone, 2 stones, and it's under $100, it's like 16 freaking dollars shipping from MTC Kitchen. But if you plan on ordering any quantity, now would be the time. It seems like a heck of a deal going on. So 2 complete passes, an insane burr. So. I was curious if the lacquer would do anything. It does not seem to have interfered in any way, shape, or form, so that's good. I say that because it seems like it goes down all the way on to the edge steel. Trying to maintain the factory edge there. The sharpener did an amazing job on this thing. That's what I want to make sure too on that HAP 40. I want to follow the factory grind because Sukahara-san, I believe is his name. He makes Kanjo, K-A-N-J-O. He's the one that did the sharpening for that HAP 40. So I want to try and maintain that as much as possible. All right, I think this will be my last pass. Well, it should be because I did 2 on the other side. Make sure we're not going too steep. Yoink. Okay. I do believe we Gucci, yo. Yeah, all the way down. This is nothing against this knife. This is a personal preference thing. For me, my Nakiri, however you want to say it, I just got to start choosing one and sticking to it and stop making excuses for myself. So I'm just going to say Nakiri. So as far as Nakiris go, I don't mind it so much, but my preference is more of a flat tip instead of this rounded thing. Or kind of sometimes they come at a slant. I'll show you an example real quick. Right here. Well, actually my Amazon one's the same way too. But this one, it's kind of got that little, like, and compared to this, right? Anyway, it's just a personal preference. It doesn't, for me anyway, it doesn't change anything about how it functions or anything like that. So there's nothing that affects this or makes this operate in any pitiful way or anything like that. So please don't take that into a thought. But all right, here we go. So smooth. This stone, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a treat using those others. 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. Boy, I hung up on something. That was an angle thing, by the way. It's nothing to do with the stone or the knife. I was kind of up a little high on that than I should have been. I just yanked the camera cable too, guys. Sorry. All right. I'm going to skip. Well, I'll do a couple. I said it and then I was like, nah. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to wrench the, that's my grandma used to say, wrench instead of rinse. One time I messed with her and she said wrench, and because I knew at some point she was going to say it, so I kept a wrench in my pocket. As soon as she did, I whipped that wrench out. She gave me this look. You guys, I'm sure you know the grandma look I'm referring to. It's the look that's like, you may not live to see your next meal, boy. Don't make fun of Granny. Oh, goodness. All right. Here we go. Now, I didn't check with the Carlson microscope. It's whatever. I'll be able to tell in just a second. So let's see how it sounds. Mama. It sounds and feels like butter. Okay. Let's poosh. Oh my gosh, this thing is just falling through the paper. Oops. That's a burr. All right, well, you know what to do with burrs, right? This time I'm gonna go hanging strop. Use the rough side. I'm gonna do 3 strokes on the rough / suede side. Here's the 3rd. On the smooth side, I'm gonna do the same, just 3. There's 1, 2, 3. All right. Man, I'm telling you guys, for the price, 90 and some change and 69 and some change, you get 2 amazing handmade knives. There's others on there too. There's HAP 40 Gyotos and Bunkas on there for $147. Come on. Here we go. Oop. Yeah, baby. Talk to me. Who is Yo Daddy. The tip might need a little work as far as the strop goes. Oh, well, duh. It's because I was pushing way up there where there isn't any edge. Whoop. There it is. Yeah, this is an amazing knife, an amazing stone. I can't wait to use the others. Can't wait to get to that HAP 42, though. That thing's calling my name. KnifeJapan.com. Check him out. Mike's an amazing dude. Help you out. The ALTSTONE So-Issou is a resinoid stone. I'm going to ask them when they're going to be available in the States, or if we can make them available in the States. These things are awesome. The Fukamis are awesome, right? These are splash and go, clearly. Excellent feedback stones. You know, so having a soaking as well as the resinoid would be awesome. So I'll talk to them and see what I can come up with. Don't forget to be a subscriber to the channel, as well as leave a comment down below on any of the videos from last Wednesday to next Wednesday to be entered into the giveaway for an ALTSTONE Fukami. So I think I've got quite a few left. Well, I say quite a few. I've got at least 3 or 4 left to give away. So make sure that you're entered into that giveaway. Costs you nothing. I would love it if you went to visit ALTWAYS LLC on Amazon, their store. They sell different stones as well as their own ALTSTONE and other things too. And then, yeah. So I appreciate you guys' time so much, stopping by, checking this video out. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys. I'm going to upload, like I said, this week, the razor video. Well, the razor's over there. So I'll be doing that probably tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Saturday. I love you. See you then.